Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at The Lost Hero, Chapter 51, Piper. Now, this chapter starts with Piper calling out to Jason, Jason! Jason, are you there? And Jason is just like fried crispy from Hera. And we learned that Hera revealed her true form, which was like a supernova. That's when a sun explodes and then changes into a black hole. But she just, boom, exploded. Well, not exploded, but that's what it looked like when she revealed her true self. And all the monsters were wiped out. Luckily, Piper and Leo had closed their eyes. All the hunters were unfrozen, and the house was kind of restored to its normal state. It still looked like a ruined house and everything, but it looked more normal. Piper is trying to call Jason back, and Hera says, look, it's not going to work. Aphrodite's children are really strong, but they can't heal people. But Piper kind of just concentrates everything she is. She kind of says it in a way that kind of shakes into the earth. But she's like, Jason, come back. And her voice just goes down through him, maybe into the afterlife. We don't know exactly, but her voice is so powerful and it's so connected with everything that Jason comes back. And Hera's like, what? Wow. Talia's hugging him. Piper's hugging him. And she's just squeezing him until Jason says, you're crutching me. And then she kind of lets go. And, they're really happy Jason's back. But Talia and Hera start to fight with each other. If Hera wouldn't have done this, if Talia and they're just fighting with each other, and Hera's about ready to just zap Talia because she's a goddess, right? Queen of the gods, and she doesn't let mortal people talk to her without respect. And so she's about ready to just zap Talia, and Talia's about ready to take out her weapon and try to fight Hera. But Piper, again, using her power, says, stop it! And they both do. And then she says, this is no time for fighting. We need to work together. And Talia and Hera, they both look at Piper. And Piper's like, oh, I think these ladies want to kill me. But they don't. They say, okay, look, you're right. We do need to stop. And then Talia and her hunters decide to go. And Hera's like, look, you guys have done great stuff, right? You killed Claudius. Paphyron ran away. But it's not over yet. You bought us time. But time is going to run out. Like, we need to get going. We need to work together. And so, Talia goes to Camp Half-Blood, and then she says, Hera, I trust that you will take them to Camp Half-Blood safely, which Hera does later. So Jason is saying to Talia before she leaves, like, we never got to talk about this place and what happened. And Talia says, don't worry, we will later. She takes off. And in this moment where it's just Hera and our heroes, Jason says, look, this place, that is where Roman demigods come from. And it was really unique with Jason's mom, because Jason's Greek Zeus fell in love with Jason's mom and had Talia. And then Roman Zeus fell in love with Jason's mom and had Jason. And so a Greek child and a Roman child from the same woman, that's never happened before. And Hera was a little bit impressed with Jason's mom. But because of that, those two, Greek and Roman, something unnatural in that would have caused their family's destruction. Maybe they would have tried to kill each other, or monsters would have killed their whole family, or something was dangerous about that situation. And so Hera says, even though I took you away from your mother, and that's kind of how Roman demigods do it anyways, but because I did that, your family was saved. Talia was saved also because of that. And so they talk a little bit, and Jason's memory is coming back slowly, but how all the Roman demigods are left here to Lupa, and the weak ones die and the strong ones live. Well, after they finish talking, poof, Hera teleports them straight back to Camp Half-Blood, and she teleports them right in, I believe, the mess hall where they're eating dinner, and they just land on the table or just appear on the table. Piper's foot is in like Drew's food. They're like, the teleportation did not make them feel good. Leo runs off the table, and he runs to a brazier, which maybe I should have put in the vocabulary. I didn't, but that's where you in the old kind of Greek lamp or candle, where they just put like a fire in a dish and it was just lit. And so Leo runs to one of those and just throws up. Piper's like, woo, but she doesn't. They don't describe Jason, but I imagine he's okay. And Piper's like, hi guys. And that is the end of the chapter. So some vocabulary. I think I have 4 or 5 here. The first one is vaporized. And vaporized means turn to dust or water. If you think about when you boil water, blah, 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 there's some steam coming out. We also call that vapor, just this mist. So when Hera revealed her true form, all the monsters, they went poof. It wasn't because they were dust, but because her power was so strong, it turned them into dust. Vaporized. Loose cannon. This is an expression to say that someone is out of control. If you imagine a cannon, it's a pretty powerful weapon. But then if someone was just like just shooting it everywhere without control, we call that person a loose cannon. And Talia called Hera a loose cannon because she just used her power and wiped away all the animals and almost killed the demigods too. And she thought she killed Jason. The fourth one is aardvark. And Hera says, I will turn you into an aardvark to Talia, because they're just fighting so much. And this is a picture of an aardvark. It's just a weird, funny looking animal. It's like a pig and a possum. I don't know. You can Google it and research it if you want, but that is a picture of an aardvark. And I believe the last one here is flabbergasted. And when the 3 demigods appear in Camp Half-Blood, was it Chichirion, the centaur? I can't remember his name. He's like, like that kind of feeling of like, what? Where you can't really even say anything because you're so shocked. This is flabbergasted. It's kind of an old term, but one that's still used commonly. The discussion question I have for you is, how do you think Hera should have treated the heroes? Right? One of the reasons Talia gets so angry at Hera was because Hera didn't really show respect or thankfulness. And so Talia was like, it's your fault and you don't care, and these people saved you, but you didn't say anything. She doesn't say those things, but But that's part of the reason she's so upset, because Hera's just like, yes, you should have done it, thank you. Or no, sorry, she didn't even say thank you. Yes, you did what you should have done. That's why I chose you. She doesn't really compliment them or anything. She does say that they did impress her later, but Talia's gone. But for you, how do you think Hera should have treated the heroes? What do you think she should have said or did differently or better? Or maybe worse? It's up to you. But that is my discussion question. Of course, please make your own discussion question. Thank you so much already for the wonderful discussion questions you're making. Well, that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.